In the vast tapestry of human civilization, there lies a story so rich and profound that its threads reach across millennia. This is the tale of Persia, a land of soaring mountains, endless deserts, and fertile plains. A land where empires were born and kings were made, where gods walked among men, and where history itself seemed to breathe life into the very stones. Today we know this land as Iran, but its ancient name, Persia, still resonates, a reminder of a civilization that once stood at the pinnacle of human achievement. Persia's story begins in a land of stark contrast. The towering peaks of the Zagros and Alborz mountains cradle valleys that burst with life, while the expansive plains stretch out toward the horizon, offering fertile soil for the growth of cities and cultures. These geographical features would shape the destiny of the people who called this land home, forging a deep connection between the rugged mountains and the bustling plains. In the earliest days, the people of Persia were divided by these natural boundaries. Mountain tribes, toughened by the harsh conditions of their environment, became fierce warriors and protectors of their land. The plain dwellers, on the other hand, turned to agriculture and trade, building thriving communities that would later grow into powerful city-states. This division between the people of the mountains and the plains would echo throughout Persia's history, influencing everything from its politics to its wars. The first to unify these disparate tribes were the Medes, a powerful group of people who emerged in the 7th century BCE. The Medes, with their capital at Ecbatana, modern-day Hamadan, laid the groundwork for what would become the First Iranian Empire. Under the leadership of King Xerxes, the Medes expanded their influence across the Iranian plateau, subjugating neighboring tribes and forging alliances with other great powers of the time, such as Babylon. The Medes were skilled diplomats as well as warriors, and it was through their alliances and conquests that they were able to bring a semblance of unity to the region. However, their empire was still a loose confederation of tribes, each with its own customs and rulers. It would take another group, the Persians, to truly unify the region under a single, centralized authority. In the mid-6th century BCE, a young Persian prince named Cyrus, known to history as Cyrus the Great, would rise to power and forever change the course of Persian, and indeed world history. Born into the Achaemenid dynasty, Cyrus was a man of vision, intelligence, and remarkable charisma. He understood that to build a lasting empire, he would need to unify not just the tribes of Persia, but the entire region. Cyrus began his conquests by overthrowing the Medes, his former overlords, in 550 BCE. Rather than destroy the Median kingdom, Cyrus absorbed it into his own, adopting many of its customs and integrating its people into his growing empire. This marked the beginning of the Achaemenid Empire, first true Persian empire, and one of the largest empires the world had ever seen. Cyrus's military campaigns were marked by both brilliance and benevolence. He swiftly conquered the wealthy kingdom of Lydia in Asia Minor, and then turned his attention to Babylon, the jewel of the ancient world. In 539 BCE, Cyrus entered Babylon without a fight, welcomed by its people as a liberator. He declared himself king of the four corners of the world and set about instituting policies that would become hallmarks of Persian rule: religious tolerance, respect for local customs, and the protection of all peoples within his empire. Cyrus's most famous act of tolerance was his decree that allowed the Jewish exiles in Babylon to return to their homeland in Jerusalem and rebuild their temple. This act of kindness is recorded in the Bible, and is one of the reasons Cyrus is revered not only in Iran, but also in Jewish, Christian, and Muslim tradition. Under Cyrus's leadership, the Achaemenid Empire grew to encompass vast territory, stretching from the Indus Valley in the east to the Aegean Sea in the west, and from the steppes of Central Asia in the north to the deserts of Egypt in the south. It was the largest empire the world had ever seen, and yet it was remarkably stable and peaceful. A testament to Cyrus's policies of tolerance and respect for the diversity of his subjects. Cyrus's successors, Cambyses II and Darius I, would continue to expand the empire, but it was under Darius that the empire reached its zenith. Darius, skilled administrator, divided the empire into satrapies, or provinces, each governed by a satrap who was responsible for collecting taxes, maintaining order, and defending the territory. This system of governance allowed the Achaemenid Empire to maintain control over its vast territories while respecting the autonomy of its many different peoples. As the empire grew, so too did the need for infrastructure to support its vast population and facilitate trade and communication across its enormous expanse. The Persians were master engineers, and they embarked on ambitious projects to transform their empire. One of the most remarkable feats of Persian engineering was the construction of a vast network of canals and qanats, underground aqueducts, to irrigate the arid lands of the empire. These canals not only provided water for agriculture, but also helped to control the flow of rivers, preventing floods and ensuring a stable supply of water throughout the year. The qanat system, in particular, was a marvel of ancient engineering, allowing water to be transported over long distances with minimal evaporation, crucial innovation in the hot, dry climate of Persia. The Persians also built the Royal Road, a massive highway that stretched over 1,500 miles from Susa in Persia to Sardis in Asia Minor. This road allowed for the rapid movement of troops, goods, and information across the empire. Mounted couriers, operating a relay system, could carry messages from one end of the empire to the other in just 7 days. An incredible feat for the time and a testament to the efficiency of the Persian administrative system. The heart of Persian culture was the religion of Zoroastrianism. Founded by the prophet Zoroaster, or Zarathustra, in the 6th century BCE, Zoroastrianism was one of the world's first monotheistic religions, teaching the worship of Ahura Mazda, the supreme god of wisdom and light, and the eternal struggle between the forces of good and evil. Zoroastrianism had a profound influence on Persian society and governance. The kings of Persia saw themselves as the representatives of Ahura Mazda on earth, charged with maintaining order and justice in the world. The concept of Asha, the cosmic order, guided the actions of the Persian rulers, who believed that by governing wisely and justly, they were helping to maintain the balance of the universe. The religion also encouraged tolerance of other belief. While Zoroastrianism was the state religion, Persians allowed the various peoples of their empire to practice their own religions freely. This policy of religious tolerance helped to maintain peace and stability in the multi-ethnic, multi-religious Persian Empire, and it was one of the reasons for the empire's enduring success. While the Persian Empire was flourishing, a new power was rising in the West. Greece, the Greek city-states, fiercely independent and proud, viewed the Persian Empire, the mixture of fear and admiration. Persians, under Darius I, sought to expand their influence into the Greek world, leading to a series of conflicts known as the Persian Wars. First major clash came in 490 BCE, when Darius sent an expedition to punish the city-state of Athens for supporting a revolt in Ionia, a region of the Persian Empire. The Persian army landed at Marathon, near Athens, but was defeated by the vastly outnumbered Athenian forces. This stunning victory for the Greeks was followed by another Persian invasion a decade later, led by Darius's son, Xerxes I. Xerxes' invasion in 480 BCE was one of the largest military campaigns in history. The massive army and navy assembled to crush the Greek resistance. The Greeks, however, united against the common threat, and in a series of famous battles, Thermopylae, Salamis, and Plataea, they managed to repel the Persian forces, preserving their independence and securing their place in history as defenders of freedom against tyranny.